What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face
What's up? What's up? We're late, but we're here. Okay, that's all I can say.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Thank you, Bergie. Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm a little bit late. That's 16 months for Bergie. Thank you very much for the subscription. I'm a little bit late, but we had a lot of stuff today. Liam had a like a band recital or band performance for Halloween. It was like a costume one. It was really cool. One of the cool things about it was they had, you guys know the famous bar scene or cantina scene from like Star Wars? So they had 4 girls that were dressed up like those alien things, and they played the little Star Wars thing with a Rick Roll in the middle of it. That was pretty cool. They did the chicken dance. They did some like, some Halloween songs or whatever. So we went to that, and then I still had to get the 3D printer going. Oh, let me show you what I made. I'll grab it in a second. I had to get the 3D. I had to redesign Liam's mask and make it bigger. I made a mini version of it. I'll show it to you in a minute. For his Halloween costume, so I had to redesign it to make it the right size. Now that I saw that everything would work, I had to check on my garden. So I got a new thing for the garden. I remembered when I was back in agriculture, when I took agriculture classes, I took one of them was the nursery, and I remember we had these seedling mats. I think is what they're called. They're like heated mats that you put like your seedling trays on, and you could stack them because they're kind of rigid. I bought a soft one, but the ones we had were kind of rigid, and you could stack the trays up with spacers, and it keeps like the seedlings at like the exact right temperature to germinate. So you set them digital. Some of them you don't set. They just automatically do like 80 degrees, 70 to 80 degrees. Some of them you set. So I got one of those, and I got the garden on it, and the mycelium is taking off like crazy now the temperature's right. I don't have heat at the office. When I went to get the heat hooked up, it was going to be like a crazy. Basically, what they do for your deposit on a commercial place is they take the highest bill that's ever been at this location, no matter what the business was before you owned it, no matter what it was, and then they multiply it by 3. So my deposit was going to be like almost $1,000 to turn the gas on. And then the gas bill would only probably be like $50 or $60 a month because gas is really cheap to heat with here. And I was like, fuck that. So I just have like a space heater. My computer makes a little bit of heat. And I just keep me heated. I wear a hoodie or something if I want to. But it doesn't get like cold in the building. Plus the room beside me is heated, and some of their shit leaks through like the ceiling and stuff. But anyways, I don't have heat in the building. So I have AC just because it does get miserable hot. And you're supposed to grow up between 70 and like, I think it's like 85 degrees. And I was just barely keeping it like 70, but now I got the thing set on 77. It's really taken off. I'll have to do an update for TikTok if you're into my gardening. I'm live on all the platforms because we are so late. It'll be a short show. And the 3D printers. Let me grab that right quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. You guys still here? Everybody still here? Anyways, So Liam wants to be a thing called the Soj King, and apparently it's from an anime. I'll show it to you. He's been infected with that crazy Asian lady. What's her name? Atsuko. He's got some type of brain worm from her. So he wears this mask, and depending on how deep it is into the anime, it's at some points it's broken. Like one of the things is broken off, and then at some points it's like a full mask. So it looks something like this. Open image in a new tab. It looks something like that. That's the Soj King mask, and he carries a slingshot. So I've got to make a little slingshot too. But I 3D modeled this, which looks, I mean, it looks pretty accurate to it. Obviously, it's not got any paint on it. It's just gray. So I 3D modeled this as a mask for Liam, which we'll have to knock out the eyes probably, or get him a set of like bug-eyed goggles. 3D modeled that out on Fusion 360, but this is like half the size, or maybe even smaller than that. So I made a bigger version. Hopefully the bigger version is the right size. I just scaled it up to like 120% of my. This is scaled down 50%, so it would be twice this big, and then I made it another 120% bigger than that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's the right size, but I think it looks good. I think it'll work. Mariah instantly saw the nose and said something about, I could put that to good use. She's a freak. I don't even know what to say about her anymore. But yeah, that's the mask. I had a very strange encounter with another grown man at the. I haven't started Ollie's. I just got sketches I made. A lot of Ollie's is going to be out of foam. And I think if I make the headpiece with a the screen, like the busted screen part, that I can pull the screen off and he can wear the head part to school. But it'll be then we can put the screen on it later. Anyways, I had a very weird encounter with another grown man who tweaked his nipples as he chased me down at the auditorium for the for the band concert. That was strange. But other than that, it's been a regular day. What have you guys been doing? Anybody chase you down while tweaking their nipples? Anybody got any confessions to make? Legends always put her fetishes. Oh my god!
Dick! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead.
I didn't say I didn't know them. I just said a very weird man. I never said I didn't know him. I know him, but I still think it's inappropriate to be going, hey, while you're squeezing your nipple. I said, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, did you notice? They're pierced. And I'm like, what is going on here? Very strange. Anyways, I just saw that someone posted. It says, what is this? Hey, Jeanette, the reason Will got the screenshot is because I sent it to Pebbles and Pebbles sent it to Will. She forgot to take my name off the bottom because she screenshotted it. Will made up a fake Chip Littler account and must have forgotten to crop the bottom. I'm not telling you what to do, but by imploring people to look into that situation is directly putting Pebbles in the spotlight. Who is this from, Jess? And by putting her in the spotlight can mess up her lawsuit since she is involved with that. Just letting you know. This is, I have to listen later. My hub's asleep and I'm not sending anything to Melon. I've been up on a voice chat for 4 hours. That just ended trying to situate all this. Pebbles yelled at Carolyn when everything happened. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. The screenshots that I got were cropped, so I have no idea what anybody's talking about. But it seems like they keep bouncing back and forth. One day they want to take credit for catfishing Phil. Then the next day they're like, we don't know who did it. We don't know, but wish them luck. Like, just, I don't know. Fuck them. It was fucking Melon and Kennedy. I don't know what to tell you. It was them that catfish Phil. And some days they're like, yeah, making videos about being the catfishers. And then other days they're like, don't know who it is, but I hope they do all right. The whole thing's fucking weird. I don't know what to tell you.
Sister_to_all 369 just gifted 1 subs.
They're kind of annoying. Thank you for the gifted sub. They're just kind of annoying. I don't know what to say. They're on my nerves. All those people are just annoying. Don Kedek joined the or John Kedick forwarded me a message from the Phil 2.0 group where they were speaking about me. And again, we said whenever we read this one the other day from JLM247, whenever at Phil Godlewski, wherever Phil Godlewski is, I hope Cold Confessional is held accountable for what happened on our private page. He gave them the code to our private chat. That's followed up by someone saying, "What an ass hat, AZZHAT. We should flood his channel with thousands of pictures of Phil." Come on, motherfuckers. I don't know if you think I'm scared, but I don't know what the fuck you're doing there. Come on. Fuck. Maybe at least you get some truth for once. And then there were more replies to that. Someone asked them, whoever's running the page, PG.live, says, "If it happens again, I'm here to help. I'm the mod on the main chat that posts the reminders every 2 hours. So find one and reply to it to get my attention if there's something that needs to be addressed." That was the mod responding to that. Then we had, there was one more quote or something. Someone asked what a hat was. I didn't miss that one. This is our private chat from the locals page. These people are fucking psychos, dude. Here's some more dramatic rating. Hold on, we'll just go through these. He's such a little worm. He's just an ass that doesn't allow any mod backlash on his channel, but instructs his viewers to spam the shit out of another's private channel. He's just a waste of air. I don't know what this is. He doesn't allow any mod backlash. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Me and my mods get along fine. I don't know what mod backlash is, but I'm here for it. Let's do it. He doesn't allow any mod backlash on his channel, but instructs his viewers to spam the shit out of another's private channel. He's just a waste of air. Well, it was pretty funny. What an ass hat. We should flood his channel with thousands of pictures of Phil. He's such a little worm. If it happens again, that's the person. If it happens again, I'm here to help. Thank you so much. This is our private locals page. Thank you. That's what I did last time. Everyone was asking here for help, so I went over there and tried. I think it worked. We appreciate you and all you do and put up with. What reminders does this person post every 2 hours? Does Phil have reminders every 2 hours on his chat? Kind of weird. Melinda Smith says, "I just got yelled at today by my brother who is 67. He has never saved a penny, nor has he ever had an IRA of his own. I supported my dad's decision to roll his 401k into a gold back and vaulted gold last year. He says dad made a stupid mistake and lost us $33,000. I say again, this lady talked her dad into investing with Phil through gold. And in the rollover process, in the markets, and the time he went in, he today has lost $33,000 in his IRA. Then he passed away in July. So he lost $33,000 and passed away. So he'll never he won't earn that, right? They're going to kick it out to the next of kin or whatever. He passed away in July. I red-pilled my dad. He made the wisest decision at 94 years on his own. To be fair, I would say 90+% of people are very rarely making a decision like that has to do with like rolling over their 401k IRA, something complicated, something online, something with paperwork at 94. Okay. Most people don't have the capacity at 94 years old to be like, you know what? I think I'll search out a company, I'll find it, and I really want to roll over my IRA into fucking precious metals. Let me just print off the forms with my personal computer. Get the fuck out of here.
Anonymous gifted Dazzle 500 a subscription. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Dazzle 500.
A backlash is a bird's nest. That's right. I very seriously doubt they did it at 94 years old. I don't even know why they would be holding it that long. I guess it was set up for them to inherit it because the brother was mad that $33,000 was missing. He made the wisest decision at 94 years old on his own, and I'm so proud of him. What are some suggestions that I could say to my brother, but probably never will, just for fun, so I can get this off my mind? Just for fun. You know what's coming? You know what he doesn't know? I'd look him square in the face, pause with some silence for a few uncomfortable seconds, and very slowly and deliberately look him eye to eye and say, one day soon, you will be grateful that I love you, and exit the room dragging his eyes with you as long as you can. Cut away when you are ready. Exit and leave him be. Let him ponder. Silence is a killer. What is this, a setup for a porn? That sounds oddly seductive for your elderly brother who's probably 60 now. Anyways, show him what Apple stock did. Compare it based on our currency being metals backed. It's going to be you. You can't compare it based on our currency being metals backed, precious metals backed, because it's not going to be. If I wanted to say, look, I bought stock, I got silver here. And I know this ounce of silver is only worth, $25, but if I compare it and pretend like our currency is going to be precious metals backed, it's worth $10,000. What? Anyways, gold and silver, baby. I can't say anything to him anyways. I did tell him I can explain it to you 100 times, but I can't understand it for you. I was trying to quote Phil. Then someone says, humiliation ritual. I never heard of that. Is it a term for bad guys club like Deep State? I remember hearing he did 2 bad things in his past with what was this his bad thing? They're talking about Phil being part of a humiliation ritual. I suppose I don't know. It's kind of choppy. Humiliation. According to NSA sources, what is this one? Biden's fall will be... They think Phil's been through some type of humiliation ritual, and they think it applies to him knowing about 9/11, apparently. Maybe that too, but I recall he had a part in 9/11 that was no bueno. I looked there. Phil did say he did something bad back then. All I can remember is something about him being in the command center for 9/11. He was in on it. Sorry. Now they're talking about Giuliani. Been doing this too long and too many head injuries. The truth will come out. Here, try this. And it says, DuckDuckGo, Rudy Giuliani, 9/11 involvement. Actually, I don't believe he did something bad. Maybe knew of something that was bad and didn't whistleblow yet. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's where someone swaps someone says it sounds like very BDSM to me. I think someone swaps his Viagra pills and then uses high heel shoes to step on his balls. And it's basically this thing where they just put him in pain. They tell him all he has to do is get an erection without Viagra and they'll leave him alone. They never leave him alone. Unknowingly related to 9/11. That's what inspired him with the Snowden events, but not on the timeline we are familiar with. Mind blown emoji, fire, big eyeballs. Nothing is what it seems when all the world is a stage. Just ask Truman. I mean, Jim Carrey. Whoa. Harry Truman is Jim Carrey? Look out. Look out. Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with these people? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Anyways, at Phil Godlewski, Carrie, at Mods, my friend Patrick Warrior. So a bunch of people accidentally got banned from their group. A bunch of people. accidentally got banned from their group when we like rated it. They banned the wrong people. So it says, at Phil Godlewski, at Carrie, at Mods, my friend Patriotic Warrior at NiceCR was somehow booted when the page shut down. She pays for locals. Can someone add her back, please? No Quarter says she can't go get the code again. Maybe she is not paid up. Oh, Annette Gano says no code. And she's paid up because she paid in advance for the year. Any other suggestions? Then she says, oh, that's a repeat. Then No Quarter says, but I just saw the code for this chat on his page. If she is on locals, it's right there. Anybody who passes that code out could lose their own standing, though. Oh, I didn't realize what you meant. I will try to find it now. Thank you. Can you point me to where you saw the code, please? There's one from May. It says it's expired when I click on it. Phil works for the Q team. He will never tell you where he is going, or how he's traveling. Really? Because we knew where he was at, where he was going, and how he was traveling weeks before he left. I announced that he was going to Italy before he did. And I had his flight number, his seat number, his everything. Weird. He will never tell you his personal affairs. You don't know who he is, and you will never know. It's top secret. This has to be Phil. He has created a narrative, and some of that narrative is real, some is not. But nonetheless, you have also read into his narrative while creating your own interpretation of him. The pics of him and Carrie prove that. And why do you want to see them? Undercover top secret agents do not have any social media ever. The pics of them are not from a plane. That's actually a lie. So even people that work with the three-letter agencies oftentimes have social medias. I have some friends that work for three-letter agencies that have social media accounts. Now, they're not under their real name, most of them. Or they have a very limited number of people who see it. And obviously they don't talk about what they do and how they do it and all that shit. They don't talk about business. But actually, one of the guys I was in, one of my bunk mates from boot camp now works for a three-letter agency. And I've told this story before, but I saw his profile picture suggested to me. And I'm like, oh, that's so-and-so, but it had a completely different name. And I'm like, that's weird. So I looked it up. And I knew the person that he had married. I'd seen pictures of her before. And I was like, well, that's her. Like, they were engaged when we were all in boot camp together. Looks like they got a kid, but they had completely fake fucking names. So there you go. So that's not true. When Phil entered the three-letter agency, he was given the name Mark Poole. This was to protect his identity and real name. That doesn't happen. That's not how that works. You go in under your real name. If you need a cover, like if you're a field agent and need a cover, the agency still knows your real name. You still work under your real name. You fucking retards. Linwick's such a fucking dumb bitch. We haven't talked about her in a while, but there you go. This was to protect his identity and real name. PG, once CIA, NSA, always CIA, NSA. Nobody leaves alive. Also, not true. I know you guys know this, but even retired CIA people are on like Fox News and shit. Like they've seen people retire from the CIA. They just, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. This is where Ezra Cohen Watnick, his former roommate and close confidant to this day, helped to create the persona of Snowden. A brilliant plan to make it possible for PG to exit alive. The times and dates of the Snowden saga were changed to protect Phil. But Phil is the ultimate whistleblower because the timeline doesn't add up with anything Phil does, because he's only been a Subway sandwich artist and a real estate agent. They're just like, oh, the timelines are wrong. Okay, then when did he really do it? The 3 months that he was a JV baseball coach boinking a 15-year-old, is that when he did it? Or after that when he worked at Subway? Or after that when he was a real estate agent and we had know his entire background? Maybe he was just part of the CIA NSA for like 2 weeks when most people thought he was on vacation, and that's where he gathered all his secrets from. Fucking idiot. The times and dates of Snowden saga were changed to protect Phil, but Phil is the ultimate whistleblower, and Snowden is a fictitious persona with a fabricated history to protect Phil's true identity. So in other words, the Mark Poole and Edward Snowden entities never actually existed. Hence, the real identity of Phil Godlewski has always been protected, and why he's able to live as a civilian today. Watch the live Phil did on April 20th, 2022, starting at 42-minute mark. He talks about his life story, the boy, and his roommate, Ezra Cohen Watnick. Actually, I want to pull this up. Let's go get that. We can make fun of it again. It's always good. Let's play a game while I'm looking for it. You know how Phil says, everybody think of the funniest word they can think of and just put it in the chat? Think of your favorite genre of pornography and put it in the chat. That's what we're going to do. It'll be hilarious. It'll be hilarious. Phil's LARP lore is creative for sure. That's right. Oh, April 3rd. Did we skip it? Oh, it's from 2022. I'm an idiot. April. We've been at this so long. I can't believe they haven't figured out that nothing he says ever comes true and he just changes it. We're still waiting for the Supreme Court to announce it, that the election's been overturned, right? March, April, May, April 28th. Okay, we're getting close. April 21st is the day before this one. April 20th, countdown. Are you ready? Full start porn, hairy grandmas, big dick, monkey humping, hog tied, midgets gone wild, midget, little people. Does everybody like midgets? I think Phil may be in some trouble. I don't know where X39 went. I'm going to be honest with you. But if I had to guess, they produced a document that had some of their X39's website produced a document that had some of their newest, like associate levels or whatever they call them, like people who leveled up. And in that, a lot of people were from 7K medals. Now, Phil told everybody, if you're in 7K, we're not going to allow you to join X39. But they did. You know, if it's got money in it, Phil's going to he just said that to placate 7K, right? You can't join if you're in part of 7K. I can't promote a different, one for you. Blah, blah, blah. But everybody on there just about is part of his 7K downline too. So somebody's going to be mad about that. And he can't hide it because the company's publicly posting about it. One of the most notable people that's in his downline and that's also part of X39 is one Miss Dory Godlewski, which is weird, right? Look out. I make Mariah pretend she's my stepsister sometimes. I got her in the corner. We pretend that she caught her hair in the dryer. And I'm trying to help her get out. And then, whoops, your panties fell down. Oh my God, I knocked over this giant bottle of baby oil. What are we going to do now? It's wild. It's $2,000 mic. He deleted the STEM video. He must be out of it. I bet something's happened. He hasn't even mentioned it in a while. The fictional story so follow. We always keep the baby oil on top of the dryer because it keeps it warm. But for some reason, it always accidentally falls over onto Mariah's big fat ass. Then I'm like, how am I going to make it go away? And she's like, just rub it in. So I start rubbing. Everything starts slipping. I'm usually bottomless for some reason. I got baby oil all over my shorts and shirt. I'm going to have to take them off now. You just have to be there. I'll record it sometime and upload it to Patreon. Yes, if you try to take Phil's leads or post your link or whatever, he flips the fuck out. It's within my right of that's not free speech. That's stealing my leads. That's not free speech. I'll ban you. Now, when he told all this and told this to George Magazine, he was asked directly, were you trying to make your followers or the readers of this article or the people who follow your Telegram believe that you were in a 3-letter agency? And he responded, no, flat out. He's never worked for the government. He's never worked for a 3-letter agency. And now we're going to, I got it muted. And now we're going to find out soon all of his NDAs because he's got to go back to court.
Boy. And the boy, through various people in his upbringing, learned some interesting facts about the world that maybe a boy wouldn't learn.
I've tossed Mariah's salad so many goddamn times. She ought to come with a side of endless breadsticks. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
At an early age. Because of that upbringing, and because of those facts that the boy learned at an early age, it helped him tremendously in school. Not only...
Bill was an average student, even though he lied about being valedictorian twice.
Early elementary school, but...
Then he said, no, what I said was, I could have been. If I would have applied, I could have been the valedictorian.
After school programs, whether it was sports or clubs or whatever. They always made the boy feel a little out of place. Why? Because
I don't think so. I told the story about this weird recruitment thing that I was in, and one of my buddies ended up going on through it and through West Point and into a 3-letter agency. The guy I was with, but I think I might have told it after seeing Phil's, and I was like, I know about this firsthand because blah, blah, blah. I've told it a couple times, though. I've probably told it before Phil's and right after Phil's, but I don't even think he's seen it before he made all this shit up.
the boy was athletic, right? So he was in elementary school and high school.
Mariah's great uncle. Is part of Phil's private group.
Little out of place. Why?
Oh, shit. I forgot to say, you lazy bastards always watch this show for free. How about you make a little donation into the fund? Huh? Coldbeer.fund. It's disappointing and true? What the fuck does that mean?
Because the boy was athletic. They always made the boy feel a little out of place. Why? Because the boy was athletic, right? So he was in elementary school and high school with a bunch of other athletic kids. And usually, generally speaking, the athletic kids weren't as advanced.
This is usually not that true. Lots of kids.
Hotboaty just resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you, 5 months. I appreciate it. Usually athletic kids are not that far. Like, I was super smart and athletic. I guarantee you I was the smartest person in our fucking high school, which it wasn't huge. I think my graduating class was like 200 people, a little under 200 people. But still, I won 8th grade Jeopardy when I was at school. There's probably a video of that exists. My 8th grade Jeopardy. I won it for $200 was the prize, and I bought my first set of golf clubs. I thought I was going to play golf for a while. Didn't like it, but I won $200.
In terms of like schoolwork. When adolescence kicked in and the boy became a teenager, testing started to take place. Obviously, standardized tests, SATs, PSATs, which were, kind of like a lesser version of an SAT. And Those test results
lesser
obviously
version
came back high. In many cases, quite high.
I ended up being on the local news for a perfect score on the ACT. We don't SAT is not a big thing in Tennessee for some reason. It's more like I know it's spreading everywhere, but it's more like it started more like a West Coast thing, and the East Coast is ACT. But most schools here on the East Coast accept an ACT, and I made it on the news for a perfect ACT score. 36, I think, perfect score. 36 out of 36.
Caused the boy to stand out a little bit even more.
The PSAT is the preliminary SAT. It's not a lesser SAT. It's the pre-SAT.
You know, it wasn't normal for that boy in that environment from the school that he went to.
To be fair, I don't like to like make it seem like I'm bragging about like how smart I am. Well, it is when I'm like fucking, when I'm talking shit to somebody, right? But I don't like to brag about how smart I am because I wasted it. I mean, I'm a fucking idiot. Like if I would have truly been smart, I would have used all that. I would have went to fucking school. I'd have been a goddamn, you'd have never seen me because I'd have been some type of fucking robot surgeon or some shit. But I pissed all mine away, so it's not really anything to brag about now.
Have those things. The boy pushed away a lot of the naysayers, trolls. And
he had a bunch of trolls in high school because he was athletic and smart and beautiful and trying to pick up people 15 years he's 15 years their senior.
Kept his head down. Did what he had to do. As the boy got to the later years of high school, we
already went to adolescence, teenager, and now we're at the later years of high school. I do think that program that I was in was some type of weird cover. It didn't start out like that. The program that it started as was for gifted and talented students who, I think it had something to do with your parents weren't college graduates. But after me and Daniel went to the next level of, after we kind of excelled in that, we were separated to a different group. And I do think it was a cover for something. I mean, it could just be a big coincidence that he went on to do all this other shit and went through it, but I don't think it was. They were definitely leading us somewhere. I don't know. It was weird.
Approaching college years. Certain secret, not talked about organizations came a-calling.
Uh-oh. Came a-calling. Did they talk to your mom? No, mostly my dad. Ask your dad, did they talk to you? No, I don't remember that at all. All he's going to do is coach his dad. So he almost tried to play it into like military recruiters. He's like, so he said they came to his parents. Then when his mom was questioned on it, she said no one ever tried to recruit him. Then he's like, oh, it was just like a recruiter thing. I think they mostly dealt with my dad. I don't know. So he's going to play it off as military recruiters, and then he's going to sit in court and be like, oh, well, I thought, isn't like secret stuff part of the military? I just thought and it's just regular fucking military recruiters that most young men get hassled by constantly.
And, as a 17 or 18-year-old boy, the boy thought naturally that it was cool what they were calling, especially because these things didn't happen to people like the boy, And also, especially because of all the naysayers. Like, you know what I mean?
All the all the trolls that hate him, that are like, you're funny and smart and athletic and beautiful, and you'll never get a call from the CIA. I guarantee it.
Kind of put her on an island because of all those gifts or whatever. So when somebody like, you know, a secret organization comes and says, hey, taking notice.
If you don't know what story I'm talking about, I started out in this when I was in elementary school. I was basically, it was really weird. They pulled me out of the class and separated me and identified me as like genius levels of intelligence and had me doing all these weird spatial awareness tests and shit. So this was all the way in elementary school. It started in like probably 3rd or 4th grade. They would pull me out for a couple hours a month to do these weird tests. And it started out, it was me and like 3 other people. One of them was actually still a really smart guy. But anyways, we would do these weird tests. Then I got invited to a program that had something to do with like gifted, talented, and I think it had something to do with like your parents didn't go to college or something like that. And you got put in that, and that actually had college professors. This was middle school now. College professors that came and gave us these assignments, plus helped guide like our choices for like class selection and like potential jobs and stuff like that. But then we went through further testing, and we just kept getting separated more and more and more until it was me and this one other guy that I was friends with. And it kept getting more and more extreme, more and more strenuous. There was a lot of weird, shady shit with it. They came to our house and spoke with our parents secretly, or like we didn't know what they said to our parents about something. It was all really hush-hush. And then I ended up dropping out of this thing, and he went on and got a letter of recommendation from a congressman that he and his family didn't even fucking know, to get into fucking West Point. Went to fucking the military academy and ended up with a fucking job with a 3-letter agency, all secret squirrel shit. He still has that job as far as I know. He does not have social media presence at all.
It's kind of like vindication a little bit, you know? So
I think I'm a Zeta.
The boy and family decided.
Zeta Phi. Everything Tori says is a fucking lie. I don't know. She claims she had a Purple Heart. That's a lie. She was grifting all the people in her local town to put on a play and help the homeless. That was a fucking lie. She was buying cars and doing her nails with it instead. Like, everything she says is a fucking lie. She tried to tell everybody she had a Purple Heart in the Navy. She never even made it through basic training.
Take an offer.
All of us who got pulled out that I knew, our parents worked at the National Engineering Lab. Oh, that's cool. My dad was a truck driver and my mom was a cook, so I don't think it had anything to do with that. He went on to do some pretty wild stuff apparently, but I ended up trying to focus on sports, and it was just another hassle, and I don't know. I ended up dropping out of it. But it was a weird program for sure.
To test into and learn as a potential career.
I can't do it. People will complain.
Be involved in this secret organization. This is all while the boy was still in high school.
Uh-oh.
So, because of the secretive nature of the organization, very few people knew about it. And cover stories had to be made as to why the boy wasn't available for a summer, like a whole summer. While the boy was off in school for these organizations, there was, well, where is the boy? Why isn't the boy?
So now he's claiming he went to CIA summer camp, and they just made up lies about it. But we know enough about Phil's record to basically know where he was at all the time, especially because he played fucking summer sports. He played on a fucking traveling baseball team. We know where he was at his entire fucking life. There's not enough time for him to go play secret agent.
Boy with his friends in the summer. Why isn't, why is this their gap there, The boy made friends while he was away at summer camp.
That's wild, Trey.
Friends, which the boy still has to this day. boy spent 2 summers training for a career that fresh out of high school would have been started right away. And no one knew about it. There were stories, cover stories.
By the way, they through their agencies do recruit definitely out of colleges. They admit that, and I'm pretty sure out of high schools too, especially when you have something exceptional. I don't think they do these summer camps that he went to, but the vast majority of people who get hired on just apply. If you're at like a decent college, and you just apply. A lot of people work their way up through. A lot of people start as like a floor analyst and go through. Some people come through the military. Bullshiffer worked at the NSA headquarters when he was in the fucking military. Like, most people just apply or come in through the military. Military also has this farming thing they do that some of their more elite units they'll go to, and well, they do testing all the time, but some of the elite units get these testing, like it might be from the 75th Ranger or 3rd Special Forces Group or whatever, but they do this thing called farming, where you're in the military and you go work for the CIA or NSA or whatever your specialty is. You go work for them for like 3, 6, 9 months, and you're working for them and you get paid like you're working for them, but it also takes off your time that you're in the military. So like, it's not like your contract stops for those 6 months and you got to come back and make them up. It counts off your time at the military. And I've seen them fucking farm straight from some units that I was in. They do farming.
For various things.
Hoping you'll come to work for them when your contract's over. Or I've even seen them sign deals where they end contracts.
Secret trainings. He was athletic, so I might as well say, well, he's away for sports. Well, wasn't.
He went to Jamboree.
And meeting a lot of people.
Wasn't sports, he was training.
And while training, the boy was doing really well on the aptitude tests.
This is how Phil learned that super secret handshake with his camp counselor. It ended up being just a hand job.
In the trainings?
But not just a hand job. It's more one of these. It's his secret NSA handshake. He had to present it in court. So, and it was weird because he asked for someone to help him demonstrate it. I don't know.
And number one, if you're even able to work for this secret agency, secret company, and very quickly the boy, after the first summer, rose to the top of his class.
Wonder why he doesn't explain why he went to Maryland and beat the fuck out of a car. All this training, you think he'd know better than beat the fuck out of a car and could have at least fought instead of getting his ass beat than keying somebody's car.
Which caused the next summer, the boy...
It's already sped up.
Who also was scoring very highly on all the required testing and aptitude and training situations and computer situations, real life situations, all sorts of stuff. And that second year, the boy was paired with the other boy, 2 boys. And over that summer, those 2 boys became very close friends. It was shortly after that, after the second summer, that some rumblings, some birdies started to speak amongst the training facilities of these secret organizations that the boys were involved in the educational environment, where you have a classroom.
An educational environment. Remember when he tried to say that they were college roommates? Remember when they tried to say that he was fucking, we were college roommates. Okay. What college? Oh, well, I went to Harvard. Well, I was duped into going to a fake Indian Harvard University. He's trying to say that he was paired up with Ezra Cohen Watnick. Hell, he's older than Ezra Cohen Watnick, right? By like 4 years.
So to speak, of
what's up, Joder? Rudy.
You hear chatter? Well, the boy started hearing chatter. And the chatter was not good. It was alarming. It's very alarming. So.
Sounds about right, Stephen Phelps.
a lot of the chatter to the boy sounded like it was just like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why would, you know what I mean? Like,
if that's not true, then explain the elbow and Phil's pussy. That's what I want to know about.
you hear something, you're like back then, you would immediately dismiss it because it's just, that's dumb. You know, nowadays when you hear chatter like the chatter that the boy heard nowadays, you would question it. You'd be like, wait a second, what? But that's how advanced we've become as a society, and we've woken up to all the crap, you know. But back then, you would just be like, the boy remembered.
Boy remembered. Boy sit. The boy mate. The boy make fire. The boy get young bride, drag her back to cave.
Several months later, the chatter became real. And the impossibility, that was the original thought when you hear this type of chatter, the impossibility that you think would be involved with that chatter is playing out on your television screens. And people are dying, jumping, burning.
Yeah, that's funny for one or two clips, but it gets on my fucking nerves. We'll put a filter on it for the entirety of it. A straight up reload.
They all have families and children.
I'm pretty sure he also said at one time that his mother was terrified of him going on these missions, and now he's testified in court that his mother knew nothing about it. No one did. Not even Carrie. Carrie didn't even know about it while he was a secret agent man. His own wife.
Turns out that the secret organization that the boy was training for to be a part of or an employee of was the same organization that just conducted this tragedy. It was very sophisticated.
He overheard 9/11 plans in the lunch line.
Deliberate attack. And knowing that the organization that the boy would have ultimately been employed by was capable of doing such a thing to families and the mindset of a country or countries.
By the way, if Phil removed, hold on. How long ago did he do STEM? The one about the stem cells. It's been a couple weeks, right? But it hasn't been months. It's not there, is it? What's this 3-minute one? Oh, he just stole somebody else's shit and uploaded it.
Intentional design.
If he's deleting videos, and not making them private, but actually deleting them, he's under court action to preserve all that. And he's already had to been reminded several times. 8/27.
The boy's roommate did not.
Gone.
There were some family reasons why the roommate continued. It's very hard.
Let's see something else. It would have been, it definitely would have been in his description, right? For other things. Wonder if he went back and changed his descriptions.
He's absolutely.
Didn't he have a weird website that was called like, well, it's not in this description. What was his website? X39 Phil. What was his website? The frogs made the patches famous. I tried to tell him that there's a lot of people already selling those patches, and I didn't think that like his followers have already been, they've either bought them or they've already written them off or they've already seen them, right?
For the boy's roommate to continue. But he did. And ended up rising through the ranks of not only the secret society, but also eventually to the White House. And the roommate deserved it. Smart. So smart. But the boy couldn't do it. The boy dedicated a couple years
Bill hates his penises for sale, by the way.
of his life to exposing what had happened, but without being able to. There's nobody to reach, you know. There's no social media. There's no iPhones, there's nothing, right? So you try to do like documentaries and like DVDs and like, you know, audio, and then no one listened. Some did. Hardly anybody. No one listened to the boy.
There it was. So here's his lie where he and a group of people that were completely disconnected, had no idea who each other was. They only used secret agent handles. They were all making DVDs about 9/11.
DVDs and like, you know, audio, and then no one listened. Some did. Hardly anybody. No one listened to the boy.
It's not philgodlewski.live. I'm asking for his X39 website, not his website.
Shortly after that, another secret organization called and was interested in the boy's services. Imagine that. That was a different secret organization than the first one. The boy didn't like the first one because of what they did.
It's $15 a year. I might get it and then just have it link back to my website.
But the second one,
you should be Desert.
Actually make a difference and try to get some, not justification, but try to get some vindication.
Vindication.
In some way, maybe try to do a bit of good, knowing the information that he knew. Maybe this other secret organization.
This is almost like a Alex Jones origin story. Didn't Alex Jones start with like doing like DVDs and selling them on the street corner and shit? Or there's some famous truther that started like that, but I can't remember who it was. xpatches.philgodlewski.live. Okay, thank you. Are we sure that's it? xpatches.philgodlewski.live. Okay. I didn't even know the philgodlewski.live was in there. Oh, my paste doesn't work anymore. Fuck. It's still there. Still says make an appointment. You are scheduling an appointment. Asks you what country you're in. Eastern time zone. But that doesn't have anything to do with X39's website. It still links to X39's website. So Phil's business that he brings to these things. Phil's business that he brings to these things is the scheduling software. I don't know why. Why is it blocking that out? It doesn't matter, but he basically, the thing that he brings as a business, so like philsilver.inc is just the scheduling website. That's it. It's just a scheduling website. That's all that brings it. That one's up too. Philco Investments LLC. You are shopping with Philco Investments LLC. Sorry, I'm checking something. And that's all he brings. Like the rest of it is just a pyramid. So when he says you did something, Carrie Godlewski, Marie Godlewski, Dorothea Godlewski, Elaine Godlewski, Krista Godlewski, John Godlewski signed up. So when you go to their website, it says you are shopping with Philco Investments. If you change that, Philco Investments LLC, hit change, you can find all these other people that are signed up. He signed up at an LLC. That's probably how he bypassed the rules around him being in 7K. But yeah, you can just type that shit in. Damn it. Searching a bunch of names. I like this website. You can search it. Yeah, all he brings is his scheduling software, and that's what he calls his business. Because he can't say that 7K is his business because he's part of 7K, right? Even though they say you're an independent business owner, blah, blah, blah. He brings the scheduling, and that's all it is. The scheduling, and then they manually go in and place you wherever the fuck they want in the pyramid.
Maybe not so bad. Like on the other side of the spectrum, to deploy that anyway. So, anyways, now this organization.
By the way, if any of you guys are curious, if anybody signed up, go to Phil Godlewski. Go to his buying website that was Mariah posted earlier, and grab that and type in any name. At the very top, it says you're shopping with Philco Investment. Type in any name you want to see if those people have bought in, and then you can basically count on them being under Phil.
You don't enter there with your real name. That's how secret it is. So the boy's real name wasn't used. You enter there with a made-up name that gets assigned to you, basically.
You get a made-up name assigned to you when you get to the CIA or NSA. Also not true.
And that made-up name was Mark Poole.
Yeah, I want a sleeve, but I think I could pull it off better than Phil's koi pond dragon satanic worship time traveling tattoos. But Mariah's, what we used to do is I would get a tattoo, then Mariah get a tattoo, then I get a tattoo, then Mariah get a tattoo. But she's had like 4, and I've had 0. So it's my turn to get a full fucking sleeve, and I'm gonna let you guys vote on it. Hopefully, it's something that includes a fetus.
So now the boy was no longer a boy. His name is now Mark Poole, working for this secret organization. And, you know, Mark thought that he would be able to maybe make amends or try to take advantage of this position to make a difference.
I gotta finish this arm out, probably, since it's already on my arm.
But once Mark entered the organization, he realized that it's way worse than anyone knows. And the same thing that happened back then.
God, I wish I could make it faster.
Somewhere, somehow, it's going to happen again. So Mark Poole, you know, after a lot of debate and a lot of carefulness and a lot of very well orchestrated events, Mark decided to blow the whistle, blow the top off of this thing. So Mark did just that, very carefully.
Cool, Cattle Heads.
Very trusted person.
What are you getting? Some smoking meat? Just some meat on a smoker. I have an uncle who apparently, like, I know he always did. He's got this huge smoker, and I know he always did like our family reunions and stuff. But apparently, like, he hires out and does a bunch of stuff. It was actually, we had some, and my other side of the family hired him to do an event. Man, it was good.
Mark's old roommate. And while Mark was still employed, Mark and his boyhood roommate and his friends, the roommate's friends, orchestrated an exit plan.
Yeah, whenever he starts talking this slow, he's making up some type of weird story, and he's trying to run through any of the contradictions and eliminate them, but he's not very good at it.
In which Mark's history with this secret organization was completely deleted and replaced with another name and another photo and sources to back up that person actually worked there.
I used the sausage one time to smoke up Mariah's vaginal walls. I'm pretty sure I knocked a cyst off. It was all friction.
And everything, just a whole thing was invented to cover that name. So that when the records were traced back to whoever blew that whistle, the name would go.
Hey, I'm so nasty. I've never had anybody balls deep in all my orifices. Okay, maybe I'm not the nasty one. I'm just pitching, babe. You're doing all the catching.
Back to a different name, not Mark Poole, because Mark Poole could have been traced back to the actual person, Mark Poole, right? But that name didn't exist anywhere.
Yeah, I don't like portrait tattoos, but I really do want something to kind of remember my mom and dad and make that permanent. I've got Mariah and Liam and Oliver's initials and their heartbeats on my arm. You're obsessed with my cooter and their back door and your mouth. I don't know what you're talking about. I treat them all the same. I love them all the same as if they were my children. And what about your jubblies? Nice and long and round on the bottom? Huh?
It was deleted from the face of the earth. You ever see Men in Black? How K and J and whatever all the numbers, they just backspace. Yeah. Mark Poole was deleted.
They just went in and hit backspace, and that deleted Mark Poole. That's how the NSA computers work, right? We had this huge revelation that they basically had a file on every American, and they had sent every fucking nude or weird text you sent because you had like a giant turd and took a picture of it and sent it to your buddies because you can't believe it was so big that it came out of you and it's kind of sticking out of the toilet bowl like an iceberg with 90% of it below the water, but some of it cresting over top, and you're afraid it won't flush, so you take a picture first so you don't ruin it. But if you're a member of the NSA, they just go backspace, and you're gone.
It was deleted from the face of the earth. You ever see Men in Black? How K and J and whatever all the numbers, they just backspace. Yeah.
Mariah shit one time, I even showed it to my dad. It was cool. It looked like a snake in the toilet. Not only did it cool around, it was like while she was shitting, she was playing a little flute, charming it, because that son of a bitch stood up and was ready to take commands. She could have told that motherfucker to crawl out of there, and it would have. I don't even know where it all comes from. It must have been sent at the base of her tonsils when it started moving.
Mark Poole was deleted and replaced with
I showed the picture to my dad. He aggravated her about it.
So Eric Snowfall was actually the one that was on the books that was receiving checks. There's a whole
Eric Snowfall
with and replaced with Men in Black. How K and J and whatever all the numbers, they just backspace. Yeah. Mark Poole was deleted and replaced with
Then what picture did I show to my dad and he made fun of you when you came around next time, Ryan?
was how K and J and whatever all the numbers, they just
backspace. You're just gone.
And replaced with Eric Snowfall. Just making up a fictional name. So Eric Snowfall was actually the one that was on the books that was receiving checks. It was a whole fraudulent thing.
Okay. So Phil Godlewski joined the NSA, and they gave him the name Mark Poole, and his other name disappeared or went into limbo for later. But they were assigning checks to another guy named Eric Snowden. And it was this complicated, fraudulent thing that he was cashing Eric Snowden's checks while pretending to be Mark Poole and not telling anybody he was Phil Godlewski, because that's how our three-letter agencies work.
Eric Snowfall was Mark Poole on paper. The actual Mark Poole. No.
Perdiconda.
There isn't. Because first of all, there wasn't. And second of all, even his fake existence was wiped out. So where do you go? With that name, you don't go anywhere. Maybe you go to Telegram, I don't know. But you definitely don't go anywhere, because everybody looking back now on the work that Mark Poole did will see Eric Snowfall.
I would like to see Snowden talk about Phil Godlewski, but then all he's going to say is, like, he has to say that. He's an actor. He's been told to say this.
You know, so it's a never-ending tunnel of nothingness. Just keeps going to nowhere, no matter what you do. So then, to protect the boy who was...
Why do you feel the need to use the F-bomb constantly or at all? Because fuck your stupid fucking face. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. I can't... There's a word that I can't use? That I should be afraid of. Fuck you. Fucking cunt.
Mark Poole. Whole narrative was, invented to support a fictional character. There was somebody that actually played Eric Snowfall, and a whole media circus that was all put in place by the good guys.
I think it's the dumbest thing to say that we have words that are fucking off limits, or that we're afraid of, or that might cause someone to clutch their pearls, or some imaginary sky daddy from a book we found in a cave and started worshiping will get mad at us. Oh no. The guy who's done nothing my entire life is suddenly going to awaken because I said goddamn. Gotcha. I'll keep holding my breath.
So around that point where the boy who became Mark Poole went back to the boy, started living a normal life, and got out of all that stuff. Meanwhile, his boyhood friend and roommate climbed the ladders of every possible ladder that could be climbed. Rose to the ranks, but they stayed good friends. And
Michaela Robertson 81 gifted Melissa 74 a subscription. Michaela Robertson 81 gifted a tier 1 sub to Melissa 74.
There you
They
go,
have
man.
given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Michaela Robertson with the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Michaela.
the boy dabbled with some.
I dabbled. I didn't know you dabble in comedy. I dabble.
And the boy dabbled with some stuff. Put on a couple different masks at times. Tried to get
Austin underscore Milbard underscore G.
God damn it. Who is this C lady?
Drinking. I'm a little bit drunk. Cause I'm drinking.
How can you be that young and your tits still look sad? Hiccup. I don't know who the mysterious lady on the boat is, but her tits look like sad little clowns.
people a way to
Thank you very much.
try to circumvent the terrible societies, secret societies that exist in the world that most people don't even know about. Just use them as a catchphrase here and there. So the boy, even though living a normal life, would dabble in things.
It makes sense that he had all this stress on him being 3 different people and not being able to tell anybody, plus carrying on a covert affair with a 15-year-old, that his dick doesn't work. That's a lot of stress.
And years later, long time, just so happened that there was a movement.
Rumor has it that very boat right there was ripped asunder by a rogue snaggletooth. Tore right through the hole.
That was being created from scratch. And the boy's roommate ended up reaching out to the boy and said, hey,
I dabble.
And you're the only one that can do it. You want help? Boy thought about it for a little while. Like, a little while.
By the way, what is his secret covert plan where he was whisked away by Trump to meet the 5, to disseminate the information, to hack the Facebook, to shut down the cabal bank accounts, to do what? Nope. His brand new secret agent plan that he was supposed to do was to start a show on YouTube and tell people about it.
10 seconds. And said, fuck yeah. Yeah, I want to do that. So the boy embarked in the shadows. No one knew. Certain equipment was given to make sure that there was no possible way that anyone could ever actually trace it back to the boy. It was not a man. And a grassroots dissemination campaign was started.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine fucking Carrie, that drunk bitch. It's got to be like getting a blowjob from one of those old school pencil sharpeners that have like the 2 grinding wheels in them. Jesus Christ. Did you come? No, I think you severed an artery. God damn, your cum tastes like iron. That's weird. Yeah, bitch. I'm also about to pass out.
Started with a dozen people, worked its way up to 100. And then ultimately, over the course of years, reached into countries worldwide with millions, if not hundreds of millions of people involved in this movement. And the boy was at the center of it. And all the boy had to do was relay information.
Getting sucked off by a garbage disposal.
Just had to relay information from the boy's roommate and others. But primarily, there were architects behind this movement, but the boy was the mouthpiece. And by mouthpiece, I don't mean mouth. The boy was the mystery letter behind the keyboard.
The mystery letter behind the keyboard.
The boy was the mystery letter behind the keyboard.
Hugh, again, he doesn't know how the dark web works. He doesn't know how to access the dark web. He doesn't know how to get on any message boards. He doesn't know how to set a trip code. He doesn't know how to log into the Q account, but he was Q. He was a mystery letter behind the keyboard. Where the fuck is... I want to have Jeff on the show. I want him to break down Phil's backstory.
The one thing that the boy will never forget is the first time that the boy heard about that tragedy that had yet to take place. It was kind of by mistake that was heard. It was the boy was in lunch hall, and a group of friends were talking about what their parents said, who were also part of the secret organization. It's a moment that the boy could always go back to, and just like traveling right back in time, like like your moment that the boy, group of friends were talking about what their parents said, who were also part of the secret organization. It's a moment that the boy could always go back to, and talking about what their parents said. It was the boy was in lunch hall, and
I told you, people talk shit when I said that Phil was in the fucking cafeteria and overheard the CIA planning the 9/11 attack. But he just said it. The boy was in the lunch hall and overheard these two kids who were in secret summer camp that also their parents worked for the CIA.
It was kind of by mistake that was heard. It was the boy was in lunch hall, and a group of friends were talking about what their parents said, who were also part of the secret organization. It's a moment that the boy could always go back to, and
so literally the most complex covert operation to attack the U.S. carried out by the CIA accidentally gets leaked to teenagers, and they accidentally talk about it in the lunchroom, and Phil overhears it and then dedicates his life to exposing the truth based on some teenagers gossiping on what their parents said, because they also work for the CIA and set up the September 11th attacks against the U.S. Got it.
just like traveling right back in time, and like you're still in that moment, hearing it for the first time, then months later seeing what you heard play out, and people die, and the faces on the family and the kids, and then the
Did somebody just register PhilHatesHisPenis.com? Because it was available, and now it's not. PhilHatesHisPenis.com.
narrative that was brought out by the people who were responsible for this. They brought out a fake narrative to tell the world, and they blamed different religions and different races, and they started race wars. And so you can understand. I think you can understand how the boy felt. It's a terrible feeling to live with, I would imagine.
You would imagine.
Don't question my intel.
Here's where you get. Don't ever question me.
Don't question me. Ever.
Ever.
I've seen more things than you could possibly imagine.
I'm asking who bought the website. I know Phil doesn't ever claim to like serve in the military. He claims that he's Edward Snowden. But the way that he talks about like the service and what I've done for this country, and the way his chat, like he's sacrificed so much and he deserves multiple houses because he's done so much for this country and done so much for us, and he's the only reason that we're still here and still around. And it's on the verge of stolen valor. It's got to be. I know it feels weird that he says I've told people I'm not in the military, but he's almost taken like a bigger role than that. Like it's very strange. Biggest red flag ever? Having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old? As a 29-year-old man? Don't ever question me.
Now to the intel portion. As you can see, the title of tonight's live was the countdown. And the reason why it's titled Countdown is because we do have an event that we are now looking for, which will start the countdown of certain things to fall into place.
All the people over on YouTube, do you guys usually watch on Twitch and you're just on YouTube out of convenience? Or do you guys usually just watch the replay? I'm just curious.
You are looking for the announcement of the Queen's death. And the announcement of the Queen's death will be followed by the shutdown of the banking system worldwide.
This is where he missed the Queen's death by 9.5 months. Thank God he told us about it. We would have missed it. All right, back to the dramatic readings. That's all for the Mark Pulio. Interesting. FCB Decoder has a great show on Rumble, The Pulse. Yesterday's show was great. About 45-minute mark, he talks about a Q post, Last Stand. Who is the whistleblower and in charge of releasing the info? Oh, it's the NSA, amazingly enough. Could that be Phil? Worth the watch. Info and evidence relating to Q from Sharon Whitford. Mrs. Texas Squadron Bell says in a Q&A, Phil stated Philip Godlewski was his name at birth or born with. Some said Phil and he changed it to Philip, I believe. A, born equals PG. B, NSA equals Mark Poole and Poole with an E. C, Snowden equals exit Mark Poole. D, Snowden equals rebirth of Phil Godlewski. E, corruption learned via intelligence equals Mr. Poole from Twitter then. Q, the 5 and the Phil we all love. Okay. Lucia Guadaramara says, yeah, here you are paying for him on locals. He should defend himself. Let me say this once again. His intel and always has been free. The choice to partake in his business opportunities is yours. He does much more than spend time with Kerry. He has his boys in Pennsylvania, and he is working with the White Hats. You can believe it or not, or believe that. Millions of us around the world believe him, and we are the only ones who use discernment. How many other truthers offer opportunities to make money off of their endeavors? Basically, all of them now have some MLM. He works his butt off to set these business offers up. If his job was only to help people make money, he would be paid handsomely by it in any other format. You wouldn't blink an eye. He has opened up his life to us more than any other truther, both the good and the bad. And he has provided evidence of his innocence in so many different forms, the last being parts of his deposition, the parts we would need to know. I know there are other truthers out there attacking him any way they can, but you notice they never say his name now. They just imply him. That's because they know that their butts will be taken to court and they will be squashed. Ask the Scranton Times about that. The Scranton Times is about to win their case. It's off to good line. He suffered in the Jan 6 scandal, and he worked hard to expose the cabal. He stands up with Phil, and they both say truthers need unite, not divide. Do you want Phil to make up intel or break his NDA so he can make us happy? I don't know if you jumped on this private chat for 1 month just to see what we were saying to inform yourself or to troll. I don't know your motivation from your posts, but we here have chosen to follow, spelled with a PH, Phil and others, because through years of discernment and our instincts are with him. You have a choice. Discuss how you feel about events without attacking the owner of this channel. He sets the rules. If you feel like you do, move on from here. Or maybe even participate in one of the business opportunities to see if they help you financially. If all you want is real intel, he still gives us all that for free. Damn, that person's pretty fucking mad. Janet LaBeouf. Phil has said in his past lives when it got close, he may be quiet. Give the guy a break. You have no idea what he may be doing at this time.
Gifted Wisconsin 888 a subscription. Barbara Antique gifted a tier 1 sub to Wisconsin 888. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. It's 13 months too. 13 months. Yeah, well, I see a lot of people saying they watch the replay, so I don't typically do this. I just did it because it's a short show tonight. Usually it's the replay. The live stream is almost always on Twitch, though. Thank you for the gifted sub. 13 months is a big deal. Appreciate it. You have no idea what he may be doing at this time. In fact, I checked Facebook and he has not been there either. he may be under a strict NDA and can't say, when did NDAs become like the new catchphrase? Like, why did he lie to, or NDAs and disinformation, misinformation? Chill. We all want to hear from him. He has a family also that need to be safe. Just pray all will be well. We were told how it would be as soon as we got closer. We all should be prepared for anything, especially the scare event. With these, he's going to have these motherfuckers praying we go to World War IV. I swear, these motherfuckers on Telegram believe everybody they follow has just like this super secret 007 life, as Itsuko would say. Especially the scare event. We need to be strong for our families. I don't care if I paid for locals and he is not doing it live. We at least have each other to chat and help each other. Stop focusing on Israel and enjoy your days. I listen to other truthers to hear what they have to say. We are close and anything can happen at any time. Yeah, anything can happen at any time. Always. We're not at a special point where anything can happen at any time, at any moment, right now because of something. Anything can happen at any time. Always. Anything can happen at any time. This is a time where we should be talking to God.
Kettleheads just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you for the gifted sub. This is a time where we should be talking to God and praying that this will end quickly and all will be safe. Look out. Look out. October 3rd, 4,655 members. October 14th, 4,706 members. 15th and 16th, we lost 12. Then we lost 181. Then we lost 37. What's going on, Phil? You losing some people? Phase 3 complete. Phase 4 complete. Chat muted. Chat unmuted. Phase 5 complete. Look out. Someone's running a secret Phil op. Operation Cats Away for internal review. It should say for internal use only or sealed for your protection. This guy's fucking wild that he gets away with it. Why don't they fucking hold this motherfucker accountable? By the way, there's an attack on U.S. forces in Iraq. Blurry videos here. Oh shit. It says unconfirmed visuals of a drone attack on U.S.-led coalition base in Erbil, Iraq. And then later on it says breaking explosions. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. U.S. intelligence estimates 100 to... No, that's the wrong one. Where was it at? Oh, a contractor died. A contractor died of a cardiac event while trying to take shelter during drone attack at Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq. Pentagon Spox confirms. The Al-Assad Air Base is the location. Apparently this is like a, there's tensions rising. There's all these things going on. Al-Assad is in the Anbar province or whatever. It's Western Iraq. It's like the second or third largest air base in Iraq. But it was named something else for a while. I've been there. But there was I'm really worried about all these drone attacks. I'm afraid it's going to hurt. Like, I know this is something stupid to be worried about. Like, I hate that people died or people got injured and shit. I'm fucking worried about, I'm fucking worried about them clamping down on like recreational drone use here in the U.S. because they're taking commercial drones and just strapping shit to them. Just strapping shit to it. Which is fucking wild, dude. That's gonna cut into like people, like they're not using military drones. Obviously they can't get a hold of them, but It was a rocket and drone attack. It says drones and rockets targeted 2 military bases housing U.S. forces in Iraq on Thursday, sources and officials have said. The latest in a series of attacks after Iraqi militants warned Washington against intervening to support Israel against Hamas in Gaza. Rockets and drones were fired at Al-Assad Air Base, which hosts U.S. and other international forces in western Iraq, and multiple blasts were heard inside the base, 2 security sources said. Iraqi military said it closed the area around the base and started a search operation. It was not clear yet whether the attacks caused casualties, damage, said the sources. Rockets hit another military base hosting U.S. forces near Baghdad's international airport. Iraqi police said on Thursday without providing further details. The U.S. official speaking on the condition of anonymity said 2 rockets have been fired at U.S. forces at the airport. One was intercepted and the other hit an empty storage facility, and there were no casualties, the official added. The latest attacks take us to 4 in the past 24 hours targeting Iraqi military bases that host U.S. forces in Iraq. Last week, Iraqi armed groups aligned with Iran threatened to target U.S. interests with missiles and drones if Washington intervened to support Israel against Hamas in Gaza following the deadly incursions by Hamas militants that killed 1,400 people. U.S. military forces in Iraq were targeted on Wednesday in 2 separate drone attacks, one causing minor injuries to a small number of troops, even though the U.S. military managed to intercept the armed drone. The United States has 2,500 troops total in Iraq, 900 more in neighboring Syria, on a mission to advise and assist local forces combating Islamic State, which in 2014 seized swaths of territory in both countries. Al-Assad Air Base is located on the western Anbar province. That's all it really says. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out, but I just think it's weird. I hate seeing Iraq anymore. Like, I hated it when I was there, but at least I felt like I did something. And then, like, watching ISIS fucking take over Iraq. Like, I spent the majority of the time I spent in Iraq was working out of Speicher, which is in it's right outside Tikrit, which is Saddam's hometown. It's not far from Al-Assad. And hell, there's a mass grave right out front. We used to go out. We'd go out through the test fire pit, through the main gate, hang a right, and that would take you down to like a main road that we got on. And right at that junction, there's a fucking mass grave there with like fucking hundreds of bodies that ISIS came through and just buried. It's just weird that we fought so hard to keep that, to occupy, to take it over, to do all that, and they just ran through the motherfucker. Thank you for the gifted sub. They just ran through the motherfucker and took it back. I don't know. It's just weird seeing that on the news. It really bothered me when we were getting like live updates on the news of like all these places that ISIS had taken over and moved through, and American equipment they were rolling down the street on. It really bothered me for a while, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Can't go back and protect it now. It's too late. Let's see what Scott Rogers did, then we'll wrap up, guys. I know it's a short show, but I started late. I got to check on this 3D print. I got to tend to my garden again. Make sure it's doing all right. What the fuck is that? Why is he drilling it? Oh my God. He's making a robot. A robot beetle. Oh my God, it's steampunk. I'm not bringing you shit, bruh. You were out twice today. I went and got the fucking dog food supplies. I went and got the boys. You couldn't get chocolate milk. Animatronic wings. This will be the next drone delivering explosives to a local military base. Oh my God, it's got pistons. Oh no. I don't like the rainbow wires. That's weird. That's a fucking lie too, Mariah. That's a bold-faced lie. I did tell you look pretty, you lying bitch. Wait till you hear what I tell you when I get home now. Fuck you. I'm very interested and invested.
Anonymous gifted 24 Suze a subscription, and
Oh, thank
Anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to 24 Suze.
Thank you very much for the gift of sub. We don't have Instacart here. Is that exhaust pops? Oh my god. What the fuck is this guy making? It's a Beetle transformer? Wow, that was weird. Let's see if Scott Rogers has done anything. We'll go get Mariah some chocolate milk for a $100 donation. That's it. That's how we do this now.
Michaela Robertson 81 gifted Tron Funk and Blow a subscription.
How's everybody gifting so many
81
subs?
gifted a tier 1 sub to Tron Funk.
What y'all
and Blow.
doing? Oh, that's a hot
They have
train.
given
Look out.
3 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much, Michaela Robertson.
This is pointless, Jen.
No, it's not, Brad. I'm going to show you that I'm right.
You ain't right, Jen. There is.
Well, this argument, these two
Oh, I wonder why Scott Rogers, I wonder why he stopped on this video. Can anybody see anything in the video that may make Scott Rogers stop and pay attention to this video? I don't think it's her face, and I don't think it's a clean house. Probably not the thermostat, and I don't even know if he can identify a circle. I don't know. Must be something there.
No, it's not, Brad. I'm going to show you that I'm right.
You ain't right, Jen. There is.
well, this argument, these two are arguing about, I'm going to side with the man because he's right. It's the is equator. And also, I'm going to add something for him too. The earth evolves around.
Hold on. The earth evolves around. Hold on. We got to go watch this now before Professor
This is
fucking
pointless,
Harry
Jen.
back
No,
takes
it's
it
not,
over.
Brad. I'm going to show you that I'm right.
You ain't right, Jen. There is only one sun.
No, there isn't. What? This is Earth. This is us. Portugal, Australia, America,
Anywhere else?
Africa.
Right.
Thank you for the 200 bits.
This is us here, yeah?
Yeah.
Portugal's there.
Yeah.
This is our sun. This
Pickleheads just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you for the gifted subs.
is their sun.
They don't.
We have got the exact same time as them right now.
Yeah.
We have 14 degrees. They have got 19, 20 degrees, right? We're the exact same time.
Yeah.
If there isn't more than one sun,
Yeah.
we'd have the exact same temperature. Yes, we would. You're saying we've got this big sun here, yeah?
Yeah.
So if we're
Shannon shared
Oh, no.
X666.
That's gonna make me lose my advertising revenue.
For reference,
what have
this
you
is how
done?
hairy
Oh
my
no,
butt
this
is
is a
right
different
now.
one. Pancakes. I thought it was the asshole one. Thank you very much. That is pancakes. Thank you, Shanana. You didn't ruin my advertising revenue.
exact same time,
Not yet.
Yeah.
why don't we have the same temperature as them?
Because it's to do with the equator, Jen. Countries that are closer to the equator are warmer.
Okay,
Countries that are further away
this is clearly
are
fake. but
colder.
Whatever. Women with big tits act stupid. That gets views. Let's hear Professor Backhair explain it. The Earth evolves around it.
I'm going to show you that I'm right.
You ain't right, Jen. There is.
Well, this argument, these two are arguing about, I'm going to side with the man because he's right. It's the is equator. And also, I'm going to add something for him too. The Earth evolves around.
The Earth evolves around. The Earth, through evolution, evolves around.
So that's how other countries get sunlight too.
Okay. So that's how other countries get sunlight too. The Earth evolves around. Like his big old titties evolve around the center of his belly button.
It goes around the sun. That's how the solar system works.
Yeah, I think he lives in like an abandoned nuclear plant or something, number 2.
I mean, she thinks she knows that, but no. I mean, she probably did not pay attention while she was in geography class.
That's not the right class, Scotty. Geography doesn't teach you how the Earth evolves around the sun.
She thinks she knows it, but needs to Google it. So, Jen, sorry. You're wrong. I mean...
Here's the comments. Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson just got their minds blown. Science and geography in one? Wow. This man is completely innocent. I swear he didn't kill that hooker. Thanks, Scott. Thank God you cleared this up for me, brother. Bothered me for a while. Thank you for the astronomy lesson, Mr. Wizard. Thank God for Professor Hare here and there. This is generally a masterpiece of cinematography. Someone save this for the future generations. Scott Rogers for president. I wasn't the best at geography either. I get the solar system messed up. Scotty, be nice to her. I'm pretty sure every country has their own sun. Hold up. When did you clean that mug? That mug is disgusting. Is that the same man you sided with from the motel video on Reddit?
He's right. That dude's right.
Oh, shit. It looks like the Neanderthals finally discovered fire.
So, I mean, I had not taken geography, but I already know that. And they're all in different time zones.
I not taken geography, but I already know that. I not taken geography, but I already know that. And I not taken geography.
I mean, I had not taken geography, but I already know that. And they're all in different time zones, too. Like right now. It's the morning here, and on the other side of the earth, it's nighttime. Or about to be.
What? I almost puked. Please tell me that is some type of Campbell's thick and chunky beef stew in your coffee mug. Why is there chunks in your coffee? I didn't know what the comments were about. I can't even look at it. It's at the bottom of the screen. I don't know what the comments were about, the mug, until there was chunks up in that motherfucker. What are the chunks? What are the chunks? Scott's got a whole cup of coffee he's going to have to eat with a fork. The fuck is going on?
Kettleheads just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
This is pointless, Jen.
I had to move it here to where we can slow it down.
You ain't right, Jen. There is...
You better not be eating. Where's Pebbles at? She's always eating when Scotty comes up.
I mean, I had not taken geography, but I already know that. And they're all in different time zones, too.
It's not that he didn't it's that he's never washed the mug. That mug is from 1983, and it has never seen pure water.
Like right now. It's the morning here, and on the other side of the earth, it's nighttime. Or about to be.
What is in that fucking mug, bro? Why is there shit hanging up? Ah! What is that? Coffee can't naturally bulge in the middle. What is going on? Somebody bought Mariah a Yoo-hoo subscription. I already see it. You better tell him to cancel it. You don't even drink Yoo-hoo, Mariah.
And also,
Oh my God, when it goes down, it's worse. Can you guys see it at the bottom of the screen? No, you can't right now, but hold on. Oh, look at that. Wait till my little thing goes away. I'll get it. Let me move the... What did I name that? Charity? No. Top text, animation, no. New dono text. What is in that? What's in that? Only wrong answers. Mariah doesn't drink Yoo-hoo, but the kids do. Mariah's so fucking bougie, she has to have the right brand of chocolate milk. Thank you for the Yoo-hoo. I drink it. What is in? Look at that. It has a bulge and everything. What is going on? It looks like a fucking hairball.
and on the other side of the earth, it's nighttime, or about to be. And also, cheers and good morning.
Oh my God. That is disgusting.
What's up, everyone? How's it going? I was watching a few part videos about this woman.
Don't zoom in, dude. Back up. It's worse.
The baby, and the baby is blind. She switched the babies illegally. No.
What?
If you're a child.
What?
I was watching a few part videos about this woman who had a baby, and the baby is blind. She switched the babies illegally. No. If your child is blind, don't do that. You know, it's illegal, and plus, it's a disability. I have a few disabilities, which I don't want to name, but anyways.
You have disabilities? No. You're not talking about your weakness to kryptonite, are you?
You have to, and also, it's love, also, you know. If I can have kids, and one of my kids are blind, I don't care. I don't even care if they're blind or not.
If you have kids, it's a fucking, one, a miracle. Two, a dilution of the gene pool. We should all be against it.
Not blind. I love them the way.
This is pointless.
What the fuck just happened?
What's not blind? I love them the way they are.
Just imagine this. A blind child learns about their environment through touch. What do you think they would think their dad, Scott, looks like? They just fill him over.
It's just
Being
a
the
human
tattoo
being.
on his chest.
I can't see. Either, I don't know why.
Someone said, "Oh my God, Scotty, so glad to hear you back."
They are blind, get blind on birth. I don't know. But I do have some physical disabilities.
Do you?
Like, this shoulder right here is my left shoulder.
From a different human.
This is my right. This is
From a different human.
lower than my left.
No.
See, with my right arm, I can reach all.
How do you have less hair in your armpit than you have on this clump that spread down from your ear? He does look like he looks like if a Sasquatch was in a burn recovery unit in the ICU in the hospital. That's exactly what he looks like.
All the way up. And here's my left.
Oh, God.
I'm not stopping it.
It's hit his neck. It's hit it. Take my strong hand. What the fuck was that? It's worse when he moves it. Put it back down.
Yeah, that's as far as it can go. So if I need to do something high up, I have to have a ladder or ask somebody to get it.
I stuffed the turkey
And they say,
myself.
do it yourself. I'm like, look, do what I
No, don't do jumping jacks.
yeah, oh
God.
sure.
I thought
can
I was
help
gonna
you.
have to hit the fucking emergency escape. Fucking shoot a shot out through a torpedo tube or something. Oh, God, he almost did jumping jacks.
And also being kind
He's got to get on the ladder or else he can't do the Tennessee log jammer. He's the log.
goes a long, long way. And people who are mean that doesn't help people need to change.
Yep.
Because it goes a long way.
I wouldn't even give you my spare change. You disgusting motherfucker.
Heck, somebody else, if you're in a predicament or position.
Now I kind of morbidly want to see him do a jumping jack. The side straddle hop. No one's going to get that reference unless you've been in the military.
You know, whatever happen, that'll help you. Yeah, I do need some help, but first I'm going to try and do it on my own first.
Sorry, I was just gaming it out.
Say I need to get a job. This is my job.
They were going to hire him for $15 an hour to stand at a gas station and pretend to stock it, to be a stocker's assistant for $15 an hour, any hours he wanted, if he wanted to work 1 hour a week or 45 hours a fucking week. No questions asked, come and go as he please, set his own schedule, and he told him he's a professional TikToker. He can't do it.
Job. I'm a content creator. It's a job. Look it up. So, for people.
The side straddle hop.
Sponsor, yeah, and yes, I do need a sponsor, but I'll find that on my own. Peace out, guys.
You need a spot? That's not how content create. Okay.
I'll protect you, and may God bless you too.
So glad to hear you back, Scott.
What's up, you guys?
Look at that wave of hair on his back. And how did he get Jerry curl just right there? It's like a mini afro.
The video about the 2,000 diamonds.
2 million.
I'm remaking that because
this is where Scott says if he goes live and someone donates him $10,000, he'll do something really cool.
with 2 million diamonds or more, I'm gonna make something cool, something awesome, you know. On the third, that's when I get paid.
So the video he's talking about with the mom switches babies at birth is not even real. It's a Darman video. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
We did it. We did it.
This is the 3-part video he was watching on TikTok.
So excited about that.
And he's like, that lady's in trouble.
Call anybody from your family?
No, I don't care about them. I just want to hold my baby. Do you see how the pupils are?
You guys remember when we covered Darman?
Is something wrong?
We're not sure yet. Your baby seems totally healthy, but we're just going to run a few tests on the vision because we're a little concerned. The pupils aren't reacting well to the light.
It's like these really weird, like the videos that are supposed to teach you to not be a shitty human, but they're always like so over the top and wrong and fucked up.
I don't understand. The doctor just said before I went into labor that we had nothing to worry about.
Well, not all issues can be detected early on, not with 100% confidence anyway, including blindness. But let's not get worried or ahead of ourselves. We don't know if anything's wrong for sure. And other than that, everything looks great.
How can you tell me not to worry when you just said my daughter is going to be blind? How would something like that even have happened?
Well, there are lots of possibilities. Infection or vitamin deficiency.
What is that other nurse just a yes man? She hasn't even spoke. She's like,
birth injury, genetics.
Genetics? This is all your fault.
My fault? I don't have...
wow! What a cunt!
Please try not to panic.
Guys, I want everybody to play for the families of the cops that are on the Wookiee. They have been ambushed by terrorists, and we're not going to know what happens till next season.
Do you want to hold your baby before we run the tests? Well, we'll talk about this after we get results. We'll be back as soon as we can, yeah?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Honey, let's not point the fingers. Besides, if they find something...
They actually came to me and Mariah after this. With our baby like this, and it reminded me of a story. They came to my parents when I was delivered. I was actually a C-section baby, and it was an emergency C-section. They were really worried about me, but luckily I was born or whatever. And they brought me and gave me to my parents, and they held me or whatever. And they're like, "Oh, well, we got to take him to run some tests and do some things." They took me away and they brought me back, and they were all frantic, and they're like freaking out, and they're like, "What's going on?" They're like, "We've never seen something like this." And the doctor's like, "I just want to come in and talk to you face to face." My mom's like, "Oh my God, is something wrong? Did something happen?" And they're like, "Well, not exactly, but the reason we're bringing your son back is he was and want to talk to you is he was born 12 pounds 6 ounces, and then when we circumcised him, he come back just under 9 pounds. We've never seen a penis this large." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, good genetics." That was it. That was the whole story.
Something, we're still gonna love our baby. Right?
How are we?
Oh, so good.
She's perfect. Good job, Mama.
There's this guy that my dad worked with over at the truck. He was a truck driver, and he had like 12 fucking kids. And he was an older guy, but he kept knocking up this younger woman. And finally they said, they were aggravating him one time about all his kids. And they said, "Damn," his name was Disco. They said, "Damn, Disco, how long you got to wait after she has a kid before you can stick that thing in? Before you stick that thing back in there and get her going again?" And he said, "Well, it depends." He didn't say a whole lot. He was real stern, like a real stern guy, didn't say a whole lot. And he's like, "It depends." And they're like, "Depends on what?" And he's like, "Depends on if you got a private or a semi-private room for the delivery."
My sweet, sweet girl. I love you so, so much.
It doesn't seem like she's completely blind, but in time, it will get there.
Ugh, I really don't want to be the one who has to tell Mrs. Anderson any bad news.
Well, we'll do a couple of checks and then we can talk to her.
Oh, shoot, I forgot my badge. Can you tell her, though, if it turns out the baby is blind?
It's my healthy baby. Oh, my healthy, perfect baby. My precious Olivia.
Are you ready?
Wait, let me just put this on her so we always...
Jeez, Miss Press, don't say shit like wow. My wife's in the chat right here saying wow over my whopping penis and circumcision story. Wow. That's not going to go over well.
Stay connected. Okay, here we go. Little girl.
You turning into a jammy, are you?
Right back with her. Okay.
You're
You want my feet picked?
dead! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
That's right, Mariah.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Only hospital personnel past this point.
Oh, of course. Oh, nurse?
What would have happened if you would have kept the whole original penis? Probably a dick down apocalypse. I just been dicking bitches down from around the world. A universe-ending cataclysm.
Nothing.
Uh-oh. Got that bitch's badge. Go get him. Look at that.
Paging Nurse Williams, please report to the obstetrics ward. Nurse Williams, you're needed in the NICU. Thank you.
Thank you. You can come. We'll finish up when you get back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was just tying my shoe.
I'm sorry. I'm new here. I need to take this baby in for more testing, and I can't find where to go.
Oh, is that the Anderson baby?
Let me check the wristband. Yes. Are you their nurse?
Yes, actually I am. I'd be happy to take her for you.
Great.
There you go. We just pass off babies to anybody.
Nurse. I need to log some information. We'll be right back. I need you to keep it.
The fuck you would. Bitch, you'd be like Pluto on a used to be list.
Lie on her for me, please. Okay.
And she just rolls back the fuck in like she owns the place.
Rose, where have you been?
Oh, I just went to get some fresh air. I couldn't handle the stress. But you know what? I think it really helped. I think everything's gonna be okay now. You know, I realized that no matter what, every child has to be loved unconditionally.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, we ran a test, and it did seem like your daughter had some issues with her vision. Strangely enough, we ran some more tests, and she passed with flying colours. So
oh my
there doesn't seem
God!
to be anything wrong.
My gosh! This is
oh my goodness!
You know, being honest, in
wow.
all my time, I've not seen anything like this.
Well, it's a miracle. That's what it is.
It sure is. So I'll just go and get her and bring her. Oh, I almost forgot her necklace. Please don't keep it on her when she's sleeping. It's a choking hazard.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
How did she get this?
I got it when I was out just now at a little concession stand.
Okay. Olivia. You named her Olivia?
Yeah. I thought that would be the perfect name for her.
Yeah. It's only half of a heart. Where's the other half?
I haven't gotten it yet, but I will. I'll just get it online so we can match. I'm so glad she's okay. Can you imagine raising a child like that?
Several years later, so it just all works.
Grandpa, can I put lipstick on you?
Yeah, they started doing it at our hospital too, a baby LoJack. I think that's what Legend was talking about.
No, sweetheart. Grandpa does not want any lipstick. Yeah, that would be fine.
Oh, she's growing up so fast. Did she get her eye color from Rose's mom or dad?
From what I hear from her relatives, neither. I mean, her dad, as you know, passed away a long time ago. I've never met her mom. It's like Rose and her mother don't seem to have a relationship at all.
I wonder if that's why she didn't want a wedding. Have you met Rose's family?
Probably because she was blind. She was born blind.
Aunts and uncles here.
They hated her.
Well, doesn't look like Olivia gets her features from Rose's side of the family. I don't think I have anyone with light hair or eyes on my side. Do you, Patrick?
No, I can't think of anyone on my side either.
Grandpa, stop talking.
Oh, sorry, Princess.
That's odd. Are you sure she's yours? You should take a paternity test. Maybe she's the mailman's daughter.
Come on, Mom. Why would you say something like that?
I'm only joking. It is strange, though.
Damn, even Mom's like, damn, she was getting some strange or something.
A little off about Rose.
Paternity
This is ridiculous,
test.
Marcus. You're the father, and it breaks my heart that you don't trust me.
I do trust you, but none of this makes any sense.
What? What doesn't make sense? She's our child. She always has been.
Eye color set him off. My dad always said that he accused mom of cheating on him with the milkman, and that's how I was born. And he confronted the milkman about it one day, and the milkman denied it, but we got free milk for the first 3 years, just because he was so upset that my dad was upset about it.
I can't believe you'd think anything else. Thanks a lot for ruining my night.
All right, so what are we thinking? Chocolate, strawberry?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That's it? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, well, yeah, it looks like it's the last one.
No, take it. No, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
That wasn't strawberry. That was funfetti.
It's actually for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's turning 11. I can't believe how fast time flies.
Oh, you're telling me. That's weird because it's actually my daughter's birthday as well tomorrow. Where is she?
Yeah, mine is always running off with her grandma. Hey,
Olivia.
Oh, whoa. Your daughter's name is Olivia too?
Yeah, wow. Same name, same birthday. Wow, are you going to tell me next that she was born at
John Green Hospital?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Can I get this, please?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. By any chance, is your daughter...
There she is. Hi, honey. Mommy,
no. Fucking Ray Charles version. This is gonna get bad quick.
Get frozen yogurt.
This is what Scotty was making his video about.
Take her.
Let's go, dear.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but does your husband have like dark hair, dark eyes? Or...
Ex-husband, actually. And no, he has lighter features like mine. I don't know.
Oh, he's going to end up hooking up with her and raising both daughters.
To be honest with you.
I'm sorry for asking so many questions, but has she always been
blind? Yeah. It wasn't 100% at first, but it's degenerative. Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing is, when she was first born, all the nurses said she was completely healthy in every way, but when they took her home, that's when it all changed. I don't know. It's almost as if...
Oh my gosh. Your pennant.
Hi.
I know what you did, bitch.
You know, the strangest thing happened at the grocery store today. I bumped into a woman who looked exactly like our daughter.
Okay, so?
It wasn't a big deal until I met her daughter, who looked exactly like me.
I don't know where you're going with this. Tons of kids have dark hair and dark eyes or don't look like their parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's more. Her daughter, whose name is Olivia, was born the same exact day at the...
Scott, this has been told to us multiple times that Scott doesn't know the difference between reality and fiction, right? Just like when his dad bought him a moped when he was in high school, and he thought he could jump or drive over cars like in a video game, and instantly he hopped on it, went out the road, and hit a car head on.
The same exact hospital. Plus, she's blind.
Shut up, Miss Press. Nobody likes Darman. You fucking liar.
Was going to be.
Is there a point to this?
Should have known. The city of sin. Come in here and start lying about shit. Right in the chat. Have a weird foot fetish.
Because I'm tired and I want to relax.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting there. But the next part is really bizarre. You know that heart pendant that our Olivia has? The one that you said you were going to get the other half, but then they stopped manufacturing it?
Yeah.
So this woman has the same exact heart pendant, but she said it got lost at the hospital. So, is there something that you want to tell me, Rose?
About what?
Well, I don't know. About what happened that day in the hospital. Something that you did.
You know what? This is ridiculous. I am so sick and tired of your constant accusations. All the time. Olivia is our daughter. You are her father.
Is that right? You remember the paternity test that you threw out in the garbage? Well, I took it.
I took it.
And it turns out I'm not the father. So one of the two things is the truth. Either you cheated on me or you just...
I switched the babies, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? But it doesn't even matter now. Olivia's our girl. We raised her.
This looks like that. Who's the girl that does the hold on.
We did it. We did it. We're gonna be parents, Rose. Oh, my parents are so excited about this. Hey, do you wanna call anybody from your family?
Is this the same one? Is this the same person?
Locomotives.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train.
This is her response to grooming kids.
Misinformation, the toxic gossip train.
And she switched babies. Fucking bitch.
Station, toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
I can't believe she switched babies too. I thought she was just a groomer.
Her, and nothing's gonna change.
Are you insane, Rose? You took that girl away from her real mother.
Well, it wasn't fair. Why did we have to get stuck with a...
No, don't you even try that. Don't you even try.
The new kids call it a bop.
No,
Texas 2 man.
Because I've already been through something like this, and I was not going to do it again. You see,
I was born
the reason I
retarded.
don't ever talk about my mom is because, well,
She's retarded.
Growing up, while other kids got to
Fucking
play outdoors
blind
and have
mom.
fun all day, I had to stay at home and help around the house.
I had to pick her fucking sodas. Stupid bitch couldn't even tell by the way the cans feel. I had to pick her sodas all goddamn. Why did she even buy Sprite? No one drank it. It just confused the soda selection when she really wanted root beer. We could have just had a root beer area of our fridge, but no. I had to decode the sodas.
It drove me crazy.
Water, Helen! Water!
As I got older, the struggle never ended. There was hardly any money for anything I wanted to do, and I couldn't go anywhere because I always had
So she's poor because she's blonde?
to help with random things. I hated it. So the moment I turned 18,
She's blonde! Why did they make her close her eyes? I can't see. This is like if you asked a child to pretend like they're blind. Why are I can't see, I'm blind. Help me with my sodas. God damn those Sprites I bought by accident.
the moment I turned 18, I left the house and never looked back.
I thought they were going to make her run into that wall, but damn, if old blind Betty don't have a dumper on that bitch, look at the shitter on that critter. I might pretend I was blind to feel around a little bit.
So you see, I know what it's like living with a disabled family member. And I was not going to go through that again with our daughter.
I can't believe that you treated your mother like that. Our daughter. And even if you didn't want to be with her or love her, I would have. Because we agreed on something, at least I thought we did. That every child needs unconditional love.
Yeah, that sounds great, Marcus, but you have no idea how difficult it is. Seeing your daughter fall behind in school, never being able to play sports, never having any friends. I was not going to deal with that burden.
Burden?
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, Rose, but
He set her up. She was hiding. She was hiding in the next door over the whole time.
you took this way too far.
Elf with a shelf. That's right.
And I am not going to let you get away with it.
Suck her daddy's dick just to get a taste of the original recipe, baby.
What did you do?
There's so much that I would like to say to you. But what I want you to know the most is that raising
Make her bite down on a curb.
Olivia has never been a burden. It's been a blessing. And I have loved every second of it. And contrary to what you said, she is great in school. She's a top player in her test league. And she has so
I was gonna make a joke about her being an amazing athlete in checkers, but they went ahead and went with chess.
so many friends who love her. And she has certainly most never been a burden.
You already said
I
that.
feel sorry for your mother.
Now I feel like you're reaching. Like she is a burden, but you don't want to tell people, oh, it's great. We love it. I can see how tired your eyes look.
Because that is never the way that I would treat a loved one.
You told her? What were you thinking? Do you have any idea what's going to happen now?
She's not the only one I told.
Ooh, perfect timing for police with literally nothing on their uniform.
Ma'am, you're under arrest for first aid, medical professional, and
No,
kidnapping.
no, you guys have this all wrong.
Too late. We heard everything.
No, let go of me.
Come with us.
Marcus, how would you?
How old is that porn star cop? Come with us. We got to do a cavity search. Make sure you're not smuggling in any other babies.
Do this.
You have the right to remain silent.
This is all your fault.
Anything you say can be against the court of law.
You know what would have solved all of this? All of this. Plan B muffins.
You guys can come out now.
Pamela,
Don't push that retarded girl down the steps like
Anything
that.
you say can be against the court of law.
You guys can come out now.
Pamela,
Water,
I know that does
Ellen,
not go to
water.
I'm so sorry that we took something from you that you can never have back. Raising your daughter.
I told you they were going to hook up.
Olivia is my daughter.
They're about to bang.
But so is
Daddy, what's happening? And where did Mommy go?
Mommy is going to be gone for a while. Okay, I'll explain everything to you later. But
Mommy went on a vacation forever.
I know this is hard to take, but Pamela is your mom.
Wait till Darman pops up at the end and explains the lesson we were supposed to learn here.
She's your biological mother.
Hi. Sweetie, I know that this must be a lot to take in. But look.
Oh, the necklace.
They connect?
You are my mama!
Listen, now that I know, I would love to be part of her life, but I completely understand if you don't.
No. Are you kidding? Of course I want to be. Hi, Olivia. It's so nice to meet you again. I held you when you were first born. My name's Marcus, and
look at me, damn it.
I'm your dad.
You are? Does that mean the other Olivia's my sister? Yay, I've always wanted a sister.
Oh, everything's fine. Fuck the other mom.
Did I tell you I got an A on my English test today?
Oh, you did?
The party hats, so we can identify them if they wander off. It's the one with the cone head, and she's probably running into walls and shit.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not surprised.
Why are you here again?
Well, there's someone here that I think that you would love to meet.
Can I help you?
Hi, you must be Rose's mom. I'm Marcus, her ex-husband.
Okay.
I figured that you'd like to meet your granddaughters.
Wait, is she blind?
It's their birthday.
How did she walk to the door so easily? Who's picking her sodas for her?
My goodness, I have granddaughters? Oh. Thank you so much for bringing them to me. You can't imagine how much this means to me. Is my daughter here as well?
That's a long story.
Do you see her, bitch? God damn, these people are fucking stupid. You wouldn't recognize your daughter?
Let us in. I have a lot to tell you.
That sounds great to me. Hi. Come on in.
Why didn't Darman pop up and say, when she initially swapped the babies, she thought it was a good idea because she thought that the little blind girl would be such a burden. But the true burden is having to live with the truth, knowing that we've told a lie. What? Where's he at? God damn it, Darman. I don't even feel like watching it if he's not going to pop up and tell me what I was supposed to learn. All I learned is that blind people are retarded and she opened their eyes. Thank you guys for joining us. That's the lesson for tonight. Don't do anything that a postpartum mother would do. And I'll see everybody on the next one. Have a good night. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the support. See you tomorrow. Love you. See you. Bye. I gotta go back to my gardening.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the fork and balls to...
One of the mods yesterday said, oh my God, now when people use emotes, they bounce around the screen.
You don't have the fork and balls.
The emotes have bounced on the screen for over 2 years. And they're a moderator. I think they're blind and retarded.
You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
Guess which moderator it was, chat. Just guess. Guess which one it was. Which goldfish?
Well, my true believer, y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn in a...
Mariah.
A retard in a vest.
For the last time, you can't beg me for anal and then call it abuse. I don't even know why this is in our public chat.
It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
Did I say one thumb? How about 2 thumbs? How about your 3rd thumb?
Some of us meat rockets. I strapped it to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a...
Must be nice, Andy.
saluted the troops.
Rub it in our face.
And said, this is gonna be it. Wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? It's it. Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude, come on.
Bumuse.
Bombs and alcohol. Give me a. Oh my god. Damn it. Here we go. I think
Rye's mad because her pussy's full of baby powder. It doesn't come out for 2 or 3 days.
That stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen.
Have a good night, everybody. See you in the next one.
Round 3. Down goes Nino. We say it isn't